think I came to Atlanta and not gon' rap, nigga. I'm in the kitchen with Yayo, he make it slap, nigga. You niggas ain't got no motion and that's a fact, nigga. I drop a few more, I'm blowing, I'm like Iraq, nigga. Whipped up the sack, retired quarterback, nigga. She off the track, can't work her if she flat, nigga. I need her with an apple bottom like a Mac, nigga. 020 moving, I ain't talking about a pack, nigga.
What up, what up, what up, what up, Gringo Gang? Almost dropped my microphone. This your boy, Ever the Vigo, back at you with another video, man. What's going on, big dog? In this video clip, we got a good one, man. This one is from Fantastic Hip Hop, and they are claiming to have some exclusive news about Kendrick Lamar and whether or not he is about to give us a new album. Could that possibly be true, Gringo Gang? Do you think Kendrick Lamar, 2 weeks after Iceman drops, or the Iceman care package drops, because it wasn't just no damn Iceman, but 2 weeks after that, they saying Kendrick Lamar could possibly be shaping up to drop another album. Man. Now today I got up and I was scrolling. And I'm already going through enough because I see all this talk about this random chick whose album just dropped, and come to find out she signed to Kendrick Lamar's record label, and they just dropped her debut album with no rollout and not showing her face on the cover. I'm like, are they trying to do the Weekend kind of thing, or what's going on? And comes to find out she goes by the name of E-Money. I gave the first song, a little listen, and that thing was nice. Like, she sounds like a blend between Tyler and Kalani to me. She sounds like a mix between Tyler and Kalani. Like, she's a pop star with a lot of soul, it sounds like. So yeah, man, that's crazy. I didn't know, PG Lane was, getting deep like that. But yeah, they're saying it's only a few of them over there. Kendrick, Baby Keem, her, maybe somebody else, but so far so very good. TDE was already killing it with their pickups. SZA, Kendrick, Isaiah, everybody else, they were going crazy. But to see Kendrick, end his relationship with TDE and go do his own thing and have ownership over his movement, and it seems like he's trying to build the same thing that Lil Wayne did with, Drake and Nicki and all that. It seems as though he is about to successfully start accomplishing that, but completely independent while he's doing it, if I'm under the correct impression. I'm not sure if there's a label back in PG Lane, but to be his first venture signing new artists outside of his label career, Kendrick's off to a good start. And if he's going to drop another album, I'm wondering, has he beat down Drake enough, or would the people want him to continue to speak to Drake as a response to Iceman? Like, would the fans want Kendrick to respond to Drake in his next project, or is that just beating a dead horse at this point? Because yeah, I think Drake recovered well with the album, but I don't think anything he did or said in the music, took any of the steam off of Not Like Us. Like, Not Like Us was pretty much the end, the nail in the coffin, the kill shot, and there's nothing Drake can do, no matter, if he wants to keep the beef going on for life between them personally. There's nothing he can do to top Not Like Us. He just lost that one. He just has to just not like Kendrick for the rest of his life, but he lost that one. So with that being said, yeah, that would be interesting to see the direction that Kendrick will go in his new project. But y'all make sure y'all go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all think Drake reignited the beef with, the things he said on Iceman, or do you think Iceman was pretty much the final chapter, the final credits, and that shit, shouldn't be discussed anymore? What y'all think, man? But let's get into this clip and see what Kendrick and PG Lane been having going on. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hype up the video if you see the button. Let's go, man.
Why did Iceman being on the loose? That's not going to matter very soon from here, because the last chip has fallen. The last piece has been connected, and we can see what Kendrick Lamar's grand plan has been all along and what he has been leading us to. And she released her debut album, and who this ended up being is a new singer, a new artist named Imani Amani. And just with this, if you have not already, be sure to learn her name, welcome her, and mark this all down. Because it's true. Look at this line from Squabble Up. This album is called Paper Cut. He knew this was coming, and it was planned. I mean, this means so much and shows us everything we have been saying is true.
Okay. So they were saying that in Squabble Up, he said, I got hits, I got bucks, I got new paper cuts. And his new artist just released a album by the name of Paper Cuts. And he's saying that this was, a little hidden message that Kendrick dropped to us a while back that, we didn't pick up. Y'all think Kendrick had this whole plan going? I mean, you should make plans and have talks with your artist for a while before you push them out there. But using this line right here as evidence, do you think that that's actually what Kendrick was saying right here, or that it's just coincidence that she named her album that, and that ain't got nothing to do with why she named her album that? Or the name of her album has nothing to do with this line that Kendrick said. You know what I'm saying? Is dude reaching, or is he preaching? Cause I'm stacking like I'm in the game, put them boys to shame. I'm just chasing after M's and I ain't talking about my name. Okay, I'm swearing over money lane, it's a money train. Niggas acting funny, man, I'm the one to blame. Cause I'm stacking like I'm in the game, put them boys to shame. I'm just chasing after M's and I ain't talking about my name. next door to shop.
Ayy,
I'm gon' blow a lot.
hey,
I'm too grown to stop.
ayy,
Money grow like crops.
hey,
I'm an alien. You want this work? Well, pay me then. I'm on Jupiter. You just a Homo sapien. Celebrate the win. Sorry, I'm not like your bitch, cause I ain't faking it. You doing basic shit. I need the cake to spin. Feel like a Mexican the way I'm trying.
Album Paper Cut? I mean, they have welcomed her into the music world and got her out in this next era with an entire musical body of work. This is something you really have to appreciate. A lot of these artists get signed to labels, they make these big PR statements and announcements, and that's it. They kind of get shelved and don't do anything for quite a while. But they have already circumvented that. They dropped an artist, added her to the PG Lang name, and now have an album to show for it, which is why she's already making noise. It's why success is already starting to rise around her.
Yeah, she already getting on the charts, and yeah, I saw it when she had 0 monthly listeners on her page, and no plays on the songs, and now I just looked at it, and she's up to 10,000 listeners on Spotify in just a few hours. You know what I mean? You know how the machine works. It's a beautiful thing, but yeah, she definitely sounds like she has incredible potential. Like the range of her voice, and it doesn't sound like, not only does she have a range of voice, but it sounds like she has a range of styles and moods that she can perform in, and oh, she sounds like a powerhouse, man. So shout out to Kendrick and TDE. And I guess the question, goes on to become, well, if Drake is beating, Michael Jackson records for #1s on the charts and things like that, and he is, making history in the music industry right now, but he's still, in turmoil with his record label and fighting for his freedom from the label. Last time I checked, y'all Gringo Gang, y'all let me know if Drake is officially out of his deal or not, as well, because I have not got that official information. Y'all let me know if you know something. I'm gonna let you know as soon as possible as well. But while Drake is beating Michael Jackson records, meanwhile Kendrick won the rap battle between them, and he's sweeping the Grammys, and he's starting to have success that's coming from the artist that he is putting on. So he's not only achieving the highest levels of success himself, but even his artists are coming out of the gate successful. So when you compare those two achievements at this moment of time, who is the top dog in the game right now? Is it Drake or is it Kendrick? Like, who's the real hip hop top dog right now? Because they both are doing the most elitely difficult tasks successfully in two completely different ways. So are they like at a stalemate as far as who is holding the reins to hip hop right now? Like, are they sharing the throne right now? Or Gringo Gang, y'all let me know something, because I'm not seeing a definitive leader out here in these streets right now. But let's keep going.
Paper Cut? I mean, they have welcomed her into the music world and got her out in this next era with an entire musical body of work. This is something you really have to appreciate. A lot of these artists get signed to labels, they make these big PR statements and announcements, and that's it. They kind of get shelved and don't do anything for quite a while. But they have already circumvented that. They dropped an artist, added her to the PG Lang name, and now have an album to show for it, which is why she's already making noise. It's why success is already starting to rise around her. Very high impact alongside it. We are seeing that while they're gonna build her out into a star and turn her into the quintessential singer that every great rap dynasty needs, whether her debut and her entrance with this album Paper Cut already is the last domino to fall in this entire phase of PG Lang as a label. It's managed to lead us to some pretty big information on Kendrick Lamar's next album, which we might have just gotten a release date and news on new singles from. Just the intentionality of everything Kendrick Lamar and his crew is doing. It's like the MCU. If they were not just making the sloppiest of slop to meet quotas, and they were still building a whole universe with a big payoff where every detail is here to tell a bigger and bigger story. And the same industry sources who gave us all of the right information on Baby Keem's album up to the very hours things were going to get released and announced, well, told us that Kendrick Lamar is finishing up an album and it's in its final stages. Now, right alongside that, the same user who managed to have a bunch of lyrics from Drake's Iceman album early and a lot of information on even the fact that Drake was going to drop more than one project.
All right, so they're citing their sources, and they said that the source that's telling them that Kendrick is finishing up a new project, they're saying that that source has been correct in the last couple of instances. So this will be very interesting. Whether I believe them or not, hey, only time will tell. We'll see what happens. But if Kendrick does drop another project in the next 4 to 12 weeks, that would be insane. That would be insane. And I don't think there's much to say as far as going at Drake and them two going back and forth or whatever. But at this point, the beef would go from words to actions. Because that's just disrespectful. Like, stepping all over a nigga, number ones, twos, and threes. And, all right, parade's over. Now it's my turn again. But then again, you also have to see if the people really rock with Kendrick the way that they rock with Drake, because Not Like Us was a moment, but Kendrick Lamar, can he continue to create moments after moment at the rate that Drake can? Which is the other elephant in the room that the battle has, brought to the forefront. Elephant number one, Not Like Us completely obliterated Drake, and it's really damn near impossible to come back from or to respond to that song. But number two, Drake has the Midas touch, so you can tease him and whoop his ass in a diss battle all day, but can you drop more hits than him? And if not, then the battle over time stop having the same effect, if you know what I'm talking about. So it's a tough one. That's a pickle right there, man. Let's keep going.
They ended up telling us this, and you can say that a feature is definitely going to come before, and we should expect that. Well, this is a very interesting idea and proposition. Kendrick Lamar is going to start off an album run with a feature, they're saying, which I wonder where we have heard that before. I wonder where that ended up happening, which I am joking, but I am referring to like that when we got that moment that started off the beef on Future and Metro Boomin's We Don't Trust You album, even though Future pretty much undid all of that now in terms of at least what he contributed to that.
Oh, right, and that's pretty much
makes more sense.
The end of that clip that I have for y'all. So basically, they are predicting and expecting Kendrick Lamar to pretty much use the same formula that he used for his last world dominating run that he just went on, dropping a single, collaborating with another hot artist, to preview the energy of the album, dropping the album, and hopefully, you know, the album gets, you know, another run at the Grammys and things like that, and he has another, you know, 2 or 3 hot records on there that can carry him for next couple months, you know. Excuse me, but yeah. I think Kendrick is definitely going to impress us with whatever his next offering is. But as far as whatever his next project, the content of his next project, yeah, I expect him to just going back to what he does best, you know, reflecting the times and speaking on, you know, the social issues that, you know, need to be addressed, and taking care of his family and living his best life like he always does. I don't think another Drake response is required from Kendrick in life. I don't think he needs to say anything else, and I don't expect him to say much else in his next drop, you know, just based on my interpretation of Kendrick's character. So I don't think that he'll really pick at that situation anymore. But Gringo Gang, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. And what do y'all think of this prediction, man? Do you think it's gonna happen, or do you think, you know, Kendrick is gonna fall back into a hole for the next 2 to 3 years like he always does, and, you know, just ride the wave of his success? What y'all think is gonna happen, man? Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Gringo Gang, I'm gonna catch you in the next video. I appreciate y'all checking it out as always. And until next time, y'all hold it down. Yes, sir. Ski. Kill that, got me drunk and so aroused, baby. I feel that, even though I'm going out, baby. You still wet, okay. Now let me run around it. Now let me stumble at it. Now let me flaunt about it. Think you the best I ever seen. Think you the best I ever seen. Fuck you mean, blow my cream, yeah. Queen. Hop in my whip and let you get me on the inside. Can't let me leave without you, and you ain't never lied. She do it good, bustin' moves in the house shoes. Doing the grown up, like it without rules. Riding under the moon, living like I'm supposed to. She ain't blowing me up or going postal.